Americans haven't had a decent outlook on the real estate market in almost a year, another overview found, yet rising home costs might undermine that newly discovered certainty. Fannie Mae's measure of lodging feeling bounced 5.5 focuses in April to 66.8, its most elevated level since May 2022 and the biggest month-to-month gain in 2 years. The lift was driven by expanded assumptions that home loan rates would relax in the following 12 months. Though every one of the 6 parts of Fannie Mae's overview rose in April, the full file was still somewhere around 1.7 focuses from 1 year prior. However, that was a critical improvement over spring, when the file was down 11.9 focuses from the earlier year and close to noteworthy lows. While the two purchasers and dealers had a somewhat more hopeful outlook available and the bearing of home loan rates, reasonableness stays a top concern going ahead as restricted stock keeps on assisting push with homing costs higher. The knock-in hopefulness might end up being impermanent, as customers keep on revealing vulnerability about the heading of home costs, Doug Duncan, Boss financial specialist and senior VP at Fannie Mae, said in a proclamation. Until moderateness improves for a bigger area of the home buying public, we accept home deals will stay repressed contrasted with earlier years. Homebuyer certainty improves, yet all the same sufficiently not imminent homebuyers had a more hopeful outlook on buying conditions as the spring started off. The net portion of respondents who said it's a great chance to purchase expanded 6-rate focuses from spring to April, Fannie Mae found, while the level of customers who said it's a terrible opportunity to purchase diminished from 79% to 77%. In general, just 22% of review respondents accepted it was a great chance to buy a home. April's short increase in purchaser feeling was logical, driven by the slight diminishing in contract rates, which provoked 22% of respondents in April to foresee rates would go down, up from 12% in spring. Rates tumbled to 6.27% in April, as per Freddie McIntosh, down almost a half point from spring. In any case, the month finished with rates back at 6.43%. Higher home loan rates and home costs in April expanded the month-to-month cost of funding 80% of the run-of-the-mill home by generally 19% from a year prior, a different report from Realtor.com found. Because of those inflated expenses and rate responsiveness, homebuying action stayed dull contrasted in earlier years, Duncan said. Today, purchases mirror their mentalities to what happens in the market right away, Duncan told UP Money. In the event that loan costs drop, there's this explosion of movement when a loan fee change happens. The equivalent is determined whether rates increment. Home vendors really reconsidered listing. The portion of respondents who accepted it was a great chance to sell expanded to 62% from 58%, Fannie Mae found, while customers who said it's a terrible opportunity to offer tumbled to 38% from 40%. Generally, the people who said it's a great opportunity to sell a home expanded 5-rate focuses month over month. However, economic situations appeared to tip for vendors in April. Further developed certainty levels weren't sufficient to influence them to list. As per a different report from Realtor.com, home vendors were less dynamic in April, with 21.3% less homes recorded available to be purchased versus a year prior. This pattern is probably going to proceed, as almost 82% of potential home vendors felt rate caught by their current, lower contract rate. It's a merchant's market with a proviso, Duncan said. In the event that they sell today, they're probably going to need to take a higher financing cost assuming they purchase another house. On the off chance that they need to utilize any home loan, they're most likely going to offer a few value and take on a higher home loan installment since rates are up. With numerous merchants waiting, that has made one more issue for homebuyers, an absence of stock and rising home costs. Considering that we don't see a critical disadvantage in costs, confidence will essentially level, he said, noticing that he's actually checking the way in which the central bank loan fee climbs might slow the economy.